Hi, and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris, and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. Now, obviously, we normally have a live one. Unfortunately, due to a number of things that we've got going on at the moment, we can't do a live podcast today. And yeah, look, expect some updates on when we're going to start doing some live ones again. Lots going on behind the scenes, really exciting stuff. So look, if you're watching this later today at around 10:15 UK AM, we're going to have a presentation for a really exciting project. So definitely jump into the Discord. Link is in the description. It's absolutely free to join to check that out. We're going to be doing hopefully one of these presentations each week, getting different teams from different projects in the Discord to talk through their projects, and basically, the utility, the reasoning as to why we need these projects and so forth. I think it's going to be fantastic to hear from lots of up and coming new projects in the space. None of it is paid, endorsed or affiliated in any way. It's just a great thing to do and really engaging, and potentially we can find some hidden gems. Now, if you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button. I think that's really important. It does help support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications. Now, this is quite a big video in the respect that we've got everything going on with XRP and Ripple, the Hinman emails. And look, I think that there's a high chance that 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 could be about to get fired from the SEC. And look, I think that potentially the 60 odd cryptocurrencies that have been flagged as securities could be a positive thing. So stick around to find out why I believe this. Now, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here, right? And I can't stand that face. Jokes aside, the SEC crypto crackdown adds urgency for US lawmakers to produce regulatory framework this year, according to JP Morgan. Without more solid legal framework, cryptocurrency activity will probably continue moving outside of the US and into decentralized entities, the report has said. And this is really interesting, and I think very important that we listen to what JP Morgan, BlackRock, and some of these big players are saying, because I really do believe that they've got their own interests at heart. And I think cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is at the heart of it, right? Everything's going to be tokenized. We said that back in 2020. BlackRock are saying it now, and JP Morgan are aligned to it, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of this stuff. Now, Robinhood, May crypto trading volume falls 68% to $2.1 billion. And this comes from, this whole lawsuit against, Coinbase and Binance and them listing these cryptocurrencies. This is chokehold, 101 way to destroy crypto. And that is what the SEC are looking to do, in my opinion. But I do believe that they're going to fail with this, and I do believe that 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 is going to get fired, and we'll come on to that in a moment. Now, we've got London lures a 16Z's first international office with predictable crypto regulations. So look, what is a loss for the US is very much a gain for the UK. Now, look, with Brexit and everything that's happened there, the UK are looking to reposition themselves, and blockchain gives them that opportunity. I think that the UK are doing some groundbreaking stuff in the space to basically make it flourish here in the UK. So look, I'm really excited. I think there's going to be regulations that get passed and frameworks that get set up that are going to be very, very supportive of blockchain technology. But I think there is also going to be that air of making sure that investors are kept safe as well. And I really do like the balanced approach, and I do see this from the UK more so than many other places around the world. So look, being in the UK myself, I love seeing this sort of stuff. I think it's really, really positive. Investors have pulled $417 million, not 4.17. That is $417 million out of crypto funds in the past 2 months. Currently, there is no end in sight to interest rate rises. And look, the researcher from CoinShares has written some very telling stuff in this report. But, that is a monstrous number, $417 million pulled out of crypto in 2 months. Nick and myself have been very, very clear for months to expect this. This should come as no surprise to anybody. But what I would say is I don't need to watch any other YouTubers, be it, Benjamin Cohen, be it 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗂, or any other YouTubers to support, anyone in our community. We've been talking about this stuff for months. Now, I don't think that there is another channel that has been as accurate as we have in the bear market. We called the June 2022 low. We then said that wasn't the bottom, and to expect many indicators to be invalidated and for a new lower low to be set. We saw that in November. In December, we decided, to be quite clear with people to expect bear market rallies. We've got that through 2023. We were saying that these were bear market rallies and not a bull market. We talked about all of the reasoning and the rationale as to why we believe this on this channel and the main channel. So do check out all the, economics and, the macro views that we've been talking about on this channel, because we said these things were going to happen. We went on to say that, we expected more lows in June 2023, and lo and behold, we're sat here in June 2023 with new lower lows for altcoins. The question is, will Bitcoin follow? Now, personally, I think that we're going to see some bullishness. I think if the Fed decide to pause, then I think we're going to see some very bullish momentum in the market. When that pivot happens, though, I do expect an almighty crash in stocks and crypto. That might not happen until later on in the year or the beginning of 2024. But what I would say is, these opportunities of these lower lows for altcoins could potentially be a great opportunity to be loading up on the projects that you believe in the most. Obviously not financial advice. Investing in crypto is very risky. You risk losing all of your money, and you should never invest more than you're willing to lose. Treat this as educational purposes only. Now, bullish stuff for XRP, right? So Canada's largest university starts XRP validator in new partnership with Ripple. So this is the University of Toronto, and this is part of the latter's University Blockchain Research Initiative, the UBRI in Canada. So really positive stuff. Reports suggest 1,000 XRP could make you $3.5 million. And look, I think these numbers that people are banding around are absolutely ridiculous. What are your thoughts? What do you think 1,000 XRP could be worth, let's say, in 2030? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Really interested to understand that. I don't think that it's going to be 3.5 million. We got Pro XRP lawyer highlights how Hinman emails will help Ripple and Coinbase, and this is a fantastic thing to read through. But look, I think that these emails are going to basically be phenomenal for not only Ripple, but clarity within the space. It's going to tear up the lawsuits, in my opinion, that the SEC have put in place currently. I am really, really excited about these emails. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. I will share these in the Discord for you to read through at your leisure. And here's a question for Brad Garlinghouse. Any thoughts ahead of the Hinman doc release? We all appreciate Ripple fighting for the important public disclosure. Brad has come back and said, wish I could go into depth now, but we've waited this long, 18 plus months. I don't want to overstep. Let's just say that they believe that it'd be well worth the wait. So super bullish, right? And look, I wanted to touch on Gary Gensler and the fact that he could potentially be losing his job. I do think this is something that, again, we've been calling for. I think that it should be bare minimum that he does some prison time, but, I will take him losing his job, as, I guess, a less impactful, move. But so today I filed the SEC Sabotagation Act to restructure the SEC and fire Gary Gensler. So look, the markets the capital markets need to be protected, is what's being said here, and it's time for real reform and to fire Gary Gensler as the chair of the SEC. And there's the statement. So look, I think this is something that is going to get some traction. I was probably the first person to be on YouTube, at least that I'm aware of, maybe there's somebody else, to be calling for him to be fired. And I would go as far as I think prison time should be served. Look, right, my thoughts, my opinions, and you can let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, but my thoughts are that anybody associated with a failed exchange, a failed traditional bank, or a lending platform that's also failed, or is part of the failure to regulate and protect investors, the person that's got oversight of these failed exchanges, failed banks, failed lending platforms, the people that are overseeing this, and they have mission statements like there to protect investors and so forth. These people, if they fail at their jobs, should pay severe consequences like prison time. I really do believe that if Sam Bankman-Fried gets prison time, then I think Gary Gensler should also get prison time, and other leaders of the SEC, because these failings happened under their watch. Same with the founder of Terra Luna. If he does prison time, then why shouldn't Gary Gensler do prison time? They are all culpable for failures in the space. If they want to sue Coinbase and sue Binance, where were they when investors actually needed saving? Before the collapse of fraudulent, exchanges like FTX. And I think it's absurd that there's potential for them to be starting up the exchange again. I hope that this is just absolute nonsense and, is far from the truth. But I just get this feeling in the world that we live in that is as corrupt as it is at all different levels. It's sad to say, but it probably is going to happen. And I really do worry about, people's sanity. It's almost like it's acceptable to rip people off. In the UK, I've experienced poor policing, lies, I just think that it's ridiculous. But that's my thoughts, my opinions. But let me know yours. I'm really interested to get everybody's thoughts and opinions. I am really excited about the Hinman documents being released later today, and it's going to make for a very, very interesting podcast tomorrow. So make sure that you subscribed and you tapped all those notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's podcast. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I will catch you in the next one.